either way. Bitch, I'm fly either way. I ain't got nothing to say. Bitch, I'm fly either way.
Welcome to Two Things Can Be True. Today we're going to talk about Trump on deploying the National Guard in Washington, D.C. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. President. Would you encourage members of the press to do ride-alongs with the D.C. police to understand how serious this crime issue is?
Sounds, it's okay to me if they want to do it. We're going to work with the D.C. police. A lot of very good people in there. Not all, but a lot of very good, very, very professional.
So, I don't know how I feel about him deploying the National Guard in D.C. Like, I get his point is that, like, you know, it's the capital, and the fact that the crime rate is that high and they have homelessness. I get that. I wouldn't say it exists, but it shouldn't be as high as it is, right? And I think that people, of course, far left, will make stuff, you know, they'll blow it out of proportion. And I don't think it's bad. I think it's good. I mean, I heard that with the homeless, you know, he wants to get them mentally stable and move them into an area where they can have housing, water, you know, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's not like it's like he's just kicking everybody to the curb. That's not what he's doing. He's just saying, like, in D.C., the crime should not be high. They shouldn't be fifth or fourth on homicides. That's crazy work. It is, if you really want to think about it. This is where he sleeps. This is his backyard, you know. But let's keep listening.
And, you know, we have a big force. I think they said 3,500. They're always asking the mayor, who's a very nice woman, but got to do the job. You know, we've worked with the mayor for 6 months, and she's been here for many years. And the numbers are worse than they ever are. Don't let anyone tell you they're not. And the whole statistical charts that they made, the whole thing is a rigged deal. They got rid of the guy because he didn't want to do the numbers the way they wanted to, and they put their own numbers out. They said it's the best in 20 years. No, it's the worst in 20 years. But we're going to have, we're going to be very open about what we're doing. So if the media wants to ride with police, if they want to do it, if they feel it's safe, that would be okay. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Sir, with President Zelensky.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mary Margaret with Daily Wire. Two questions on D.C., if that's okay. How do you feel about Mayor Bowser's level of cooperation and her choosing to advocate for D.C. statehood right now? And
well, the statehood, let me do that one first. Statehood is ridiculous. We want to straighten the place out. Statehood's ridiculous. It's unacceptable. It's the Democrats want it because the Democrats have, you know, about 95% in this little area. Even I didn't get it very much. They want that. They want to pick up 2 senators, and it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And that's the least of the reasons why, by the way, but that's one of the reasons why. What we want to do is make Washington, D.C., the greatest, most beautiful, safest capital anywhere in the world, and that's going to happen. I mentioned the word bones before. The bones here, the bones, we have the greatest bones. When you look at that Supreme Court building, I think it's one of the most beautiful buildings. When you look at some of the buildings here, it's so magnificent.
Haven't been to Washington, D.C. Definitely going to have to put that on my list, for sure.
Magnificent, and everything's good, but it's just dirty and not properly maintained. It's not taken care of. Potholes in the roads. All of it's going to happen very quickly. We're going to seek a relatively small amount of money for fix-up, and we're going to put it out to bid. We have great contractors here, great road builders, everything, and we're not ripping roads apart so they're closed for 4 years as they redo the concrete bases, and you don't need that. We need a beautiful topping by a very talented asphalt-type person, somebody that does the job. We go out, you know, when I get contractors, I use great contractors. To me, a great contractor is a very special, like a great surgeon, like a great teacher, like a great...
One thing about Trump, bro, he be babbling. Like, bro, we get it. We get it. We know what you're looking for. Great asphalt workers.
Nurse, a great contractor is very important. We'll only use the best, and when you put a coat of asphalt on that 2 inches of asphalt, 3 inches of asphalt, it looks brand new. You take all the garbage off. They reseed it, as we call it, or different names, but they take the bad stuff off and they put the good stuff down. It takes not a long period of time. A matter of a few days, you'll have, looks better. The roads are better than, we were talking about it. I said, what do you think? He said, well, the roads are better in Armenia than they are in Washington, D.C. It's embarrassing. And I was asked at the last press conference, they said to me, how important is it? You're doing world peace. We're going on Friday to Alaska, meeting with President Putin, Russia. How important it is that the capital is important? I said, very, very important. I told my father, said to me, when you
I'm
see...
about to go to sleep. Yeah. Alrighty. I'm gonna just show you guys a quick chart, cause like I said, he be babbling. So let's look into that. Alright, so on the crime list on homicide, right? Washington, D.C., District of Columbia is sitting fourth. Memphis is, Memphis, St. Louis, not surprised. Baltimore, not surprised. And they're all like in that little area. But this should be unacceptable for the capital, if I want to be honest. So I don't get how this is good, right? And this is, and these steps.
She my everything, auto water brain. When I was down on both my dick, she held me through the pain. I want money, nothing.
Two things could be true, right? So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace.